Well, it's now the Wednesday of the last week of the life of Jesus, and we come to quite an awesome little section. This happens on the Wednesday. Mark 14, verse 10. Then Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went to the chief priests to betray Jesus to them. They were delighted to hear this and promised to give him money. So he watched for an opportunity to hand him over. This is quite awesome. Here's a man, Judas Iscariot, who has been a follower of Jesus for nigh on 3 years, a disciple, one chosen by Jesus in particular. And he's been given power and authority to perform miracles, to cast out demons. He's been a preacher of the gospel. And yet here, on this particular occasion, he's looking for an opportunity to betray Jesus. And eventually he sells him for 30 pieces of silver. That's around £2,000. It's an astonishing thing. Why? Why? We were thinking about faith yesterday, and true faith producing fruit, repentance, faith, humility, and that if we have true faith, Jesus is everything, to see who he is and what he's done. For Judas, it's still superficial. He's part of the parable of the sower, and he's like the seed that fell among the thorns. And eventually there comes a point where if you're not genuine, you will sell Jesus Christ. No matter what your price is it a relationship? Is it a sum of money? Is it a job? Is it a promotion? Is it you? Is it pride? Is it a position? It's interesting, in Mark's gospel, the account of Judas is thrown into sharp contrast with an event that happened in Bethany a few days previously, where a woman comes into the room where Jesus is sitting at dinner with an alabaster jar of perfume worth about £25,000, and she breaks it over his head, and the perfume fills the room. She's criticised particularly by Judas. This should have been sold and money given to the poor. He cared nothing about the poor, it says of Judas. He was a thief and would help himself to the money. Mary anointed Jesus, poured out the £25,000 without a second thought, because she knew who he was. She knew what he was about to do, to die for her sins, the Son of God. If I have real faith, I will never ever sell him, not for any price. I have to ask myself, do I have a price? Have I already sold out? Would I ever sell out for the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me? Judas, Jesus is worth £2,000. What's he worth to you and to me? If we have real faith, he is everything.